Hi everyone, my name is Suzanne and I'm a Chinese metaphysics master in Hong Kong. Now, incredibly enough, we're already in November. There's only a few weeks left for until we head into the Christmas season. So the year has gone really, really fast. Now, on the 7th of November, we are actually entering into the Fire Pig month. So that's the Ding Hai month. This Fire Pig month lasts from the 7th of November all the way until the 5th of December, and it's quite an interesting month from a feng shui perspective. When we're looking at the flying stars, we can see that we will have the same annual star and monthly stars converging in each sector, meaning all the positive stars are amplified, so doubled up, but also the negative stars. So we have to be extra careful in those sectors that are a little bit less auspicious or a little bit more sensitive. Now, for those who are new to flying stars, this is very, very simple. All you need to do is stand in the center of your home or your office. Check your compass. You can use the one that you have on your phone. You don't need anything complicated. And then just check where's the south, north, east, west, and so on. And then just follow the guidance that is given here. Super easy. It's not rocket science. Now, if we're looking at the monthly stars of this Fire Pig month, what sectors are actually the ones that we really, really want to max out? Because as I mentioned, they have like double the positive energies. And what we can see immediately is that the east, the southeast, and the southwest have the most positive energies, and we really, really need to max this out. Now, if we're looking at the east sector first, we've got a double up of the nine, the star number nine, both the annual and, of course, the monthly star. Now, this energy is super positive. Not only is it a happy energy, it also helps us enjoy life a little bit more. You know, if you've been a little bit down over the past few months, because the year has been quite heavy, spend more time in the East sector in November. It doesn't mean that you have to do anything special. You can just sit in the East to read, maybe watch a movie, or do your mindfulness practice, whatever it is, just soak up the energies that are in the East sector. Now, for business, this is also super important because this is a great sector to form new partnerships, have client meetings or team meetings. Any important business activity, in essence, can be conducted in the East sector, and it will result in positive outcomes. Also, for when we're looking at a home, this is a great energy just to bring about family harmony. So if there has been some tension, make sure that you as a family maybe spend more time in the East sector. If this is the living room, great. If this is the dining room, even better. Make sure that you get the family together for family meals. So overall, this is a really, really great sector for pretty much any activity. Now, if we're looking at the southeast sector, here also we've got a double up of the number one. And for those who are a little bit advanced, southeast is also associated with Xungua, which is the Gua number four, which means that the southeast actually becomes a really, really good peach blossom sector. So if you're looking for a new relationship or if you want to enhance the existing one, spend more time here or do all activities that are related to love and romance and relationships in the southeast. Now, apart from that, the number one star carries the energies of helping you with long-term financial planning, but also helping to find assistance and finding mentors, finding noble people. So whenever you need to reach out to someone for help, whether that be in a personal context or on a professional level, if you can do so from the southeast sector, that would be great because you're already infused with those energies that will help you find the right person just at the right time. Now, if you need to maybe upskill a little bit, you can also use the southeast sector if you want to learn more about investing, or if you are just looking into what to invest in next, you can also do this in the southeast sector. So this is a great sector for anything to do with financials, but more sort of like indirect income. So investments, royalties, but then also learning about these things. So this is great in the southeast. And then we've got the southwest sector with the number 8. Now the number 8 traditionally is a cash flow star, but it's slow. It's very slow, and it's cash flow through hard work. So it's not like when you're investing, the money works for you. You are actually working for your money. Now, if you're a freelancer or a contractor, if you're working from home, if you're a gig worker, then the southwest sector is actually quite good. If you can work from the southwest, it means that you will get more contracts, more client orders. But again, you will receive more work. Obviously, more money comes with that, but you're going to be very busy, and it may be a little bit draining. So this is not necessarily the kind of energy we use for business owners. For business owners, I would say, especially in November, since we can't use the number 2, use east or southeast. But if you are employed, gig worker, contractor, or freelancer, use the southwest sector with the number 8. You can also use the southwest for any type of activity that requires you to do some financial planning, budgeting, maybe looking at your savings plan. Anything like this is really, really good when it's performed in the southwest sector during November. Now, then we have the west sector, which also I would say is a positive sector. There we have sort of like the double up peach blossom energies, right? Similar to the southeast, but in the west, we're just dealing with the number 4, and this has a double impact. So either you can use it for academics or for peach blossom for romance luck. Now, for romance luck, if you're already in a relationship, if you're married or just in a committed relationship, you by spending more time in the west sector, you can strengthen that relationship. If your bedroom is in the west sector, that is great. It fosters intimacy, it fosters harmony. So this is very, very good. But if you're single and looking, then do all of those activities in the west sector. Yeah, the whole swiping or texting or whatever is involved in finding a new partner or potential new partner. Do this in the west sector, and you're infused with really good energies. Now, if you're not interested in the romance luck or peach blossom effect of this sector, you can use it for academics, and then it becomes particularly useful for students. Maybe you've got kids who are still going to school, and if they're not really able to focus on their homework, put them in the west sector and let them do their homework there, and this will go much smoother. Or even for yourself, if you want to upskill and you need to focus on a particular task or a lesson plan or prepare for an exam, the west sector would be great to do that from. Now, then we've got the south sector where you've got a double 6. Now, the south sector, so the 6 is a relatively okay star, maybe a little bit strong when it comes as a double up energy, but it's still useful if you need to enhance your status, authority level, or reputation, right? So if you're working on these aspects, then you can do this in the south. Now, also, if you are looking for a new job, if you're looking to switch career or change career, do all of these activities in the south sector. Yeah, so if it's a Zoom or a phone interview, take it in the south sector. If you need to rewrite your CV, your resume, update it, maybe reach out for headhunters looking for jobs, whatever it is, do that in the south sector. That's also positive. The south also is quite good this month if you are recovering from an illness. So maybe you've just come out of like a really, really terrible flu or some other sort of health problem, and you need to gain your strength back. You can do that in the south sector. That's a positive sector for this. Or, maybe you've just come out of hospital and you need to recuperate at home. The south sector is good for this as well, if you can make it so. Now, you don't necessarily have to sleep there. You can just spend more time there, read a book, watch a movie, or just sit there and chill out. That is fine. Now then, the sectors that are slightly problematic. So let's start with the north here. North, we've got a double 7. Now the seven star brings disagreements and sort of like the tendency to fall for scams. It's also a little bit risky when it comes to fire hazards. So I would say, especially during the month of November, try not to leave any sort of burning candles unattended. Yeah, or put them in a container that is absolutely fireproof or very, very safe if you want to put candles in the north, right? Now, also make sure that in case you're working in the north sector, do make sure that whatever offer is brought to you, yeah, maybe there's a good business opportunity or an investment opportunity. Really do your due diligence even more so than you otherwise would, because you're really quite prone to falling for scams or things that are way too good to be true. So be extra careful with that. And maybe I would say maybe don't sign any contracts or any binding agreements in the north sector. That same goes for the northwest sector as well, by the way. So yeah, the north sector may also make you a little bit more irritated. So if you feel that you're irritated, maybe take a step back before you head into a meeting or before you go into a conversation that is quite important, be that on a professional level or in your personal life, right? You don't want to aggravate the situation. Now, on the other hand, the north sector is okay if you are in a metaphysics industry or if you're an energy worker. So that actually helps with your intuition and with your ability to pick up more clues and tune into the universe. So that actually helps with that. Then we've got the northwest sector with the double three here. So that tends to bring disagreements, arguments, legal problems. So you got to be careful here. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't work in the northwest sector, but when you are interacting with your staff or with your superior or with clients, suppliers, business partners, and so on, be careful that you don't blow things out of proportion, because you tend to get into arguments really, really quickly, and they can escalate all the way up into legal problems, right? This is also why I would say, if you have to sign any sort of legal documents, don't do it in the Northwest, because you tend to overlook small details that can then later on trip you up. So be careful with that. Now, if you are someone who is very shy, who is afraid to speak up for yourself, then the Northwest sector is actually good for you, because the Northwest sector, although it's considered an argument sector, it gives you the courage to speak up, and that often leads to arguments if you are anyway a very confident person. But if you're a shy person, if you're very introvert and you need to learn to make yourself heard, spending more time in the Northwest sector, or even practicing what you would say in a particular situation, is good for you, because it helps you to get that courage up to speak up, right? So this is how we can use the Northwest sector. Now, the Northeast sector, this is the one I would say be careful. Now, the number 5 is usually called the calamity star, or just the 5 yellow, to avoid the negative connotation with calamities and obstacles and catastrophes. Now, a lot of people are very scared of this number 5 star. It is not exactly timely at the moment, so it does bring a lot of obstacles and challenges, but only if it's aggravated. So if your bedroom is in the Northeast sector, and all you do there is sleep in this sector, you don't really have to be that scared of it, because you're not aggravating it. You're keeping this area quiet. So that is fine, as long as you don't do any hammering, drilling, renovation work, or sort of like moving around of furniture, or putting any water feature or any fire elements there, like burning candles. Then you're okay. So just keep this area quiet, especially in November, right? Now, I would say also, I would avoid it if you are maybe just recovering from an illness, or if you are pregnant. Then definitely avoid the sector in November if at all possible. All right. So these are the flying stars for the month of November. As I mentioned, very interesting, because everything is doubled up. So make sure you make full use of the areas that are really, really good. So east, southeast, southwest, west also. If you're looking for a job, the south. So make full use of these areas, and the other areas, just don't disturb them. And by that, I mean just don't do anything, any hammering or drilling in there. No renovation work, no paint jobs. Then you're actually okay. Yeah, you don't need to be worried about those energies. So hopefully this helps you have a really, really great month of the fire pig. Let me know how it goes. And if you do have any questions, comments, as always, put them in the comment section below, or you can contact me directly. My email address is in the description to the video. And I would really appreciate it, as always, if you give me a thumbs up, share the video with anybody who may be interested, and also subscribe to my channel. I will see you in my next video. Take care.